I can't do it. I can't even talk about these things. Who came up with the idea of calling it the happiest movie ever? I mean, what is that? I'd like to start by saying that I've seen, in my life, various Hallmark Christmas movies where there is no conflict and nothing really happens. And those are the happiest movies ever, okay? There's nothing sad going on any of the time. In both of these, there's conflict. And sadness.
And they suck!
So, not the happiest movie ever. So somehow, I actually spent money on watching Trolls World Tour during quarantine after it was unreleased, and now I have to review both of these together just to get a little bit of my anger off my chest. Basically, Trolls is just one of those things that somehow recently got its own film, and then people seemed to like it. So it got another one, and people seem to like that too. So they're probably gonna give it another one. It makes me very unhappy talking about the Trolls films. I'm gonna try and get through this quickly. Basically, the Trolls, they live in happy time kingdom of their own thing where they sing pop music all day. All of the remixes that they do of every song, they just drip with sweetness. You know, they are so overly remixed, overly done, trying to fit in, you know, all this happiness and sweetness into it, that I hate every piece of music they put in both of these films. Then they're found by Bergens, who are troll eating creatures. They eat trolls once a year, and that means they're going to have to go on an adventure to save their kingdom and such. I hate having to say that something is too happy and sweet and sugary, but dear Lord, here is my 1 minute review for Trolls.
May I?
Oh snap.
DreamWorks Trolls.
No. DreamWorks have this habit of doing some of these films lately. They're really quite back and forth over whether they make a film that, you know, like Disney would make, that has stuff for adults and stuff for kids in, you know, almost equal measure a lot of the time. Disney really nail it so that I appreciate their films just as much when I grow up as I did when I was a kid. And the other films, you know, the Mr. Peabody and Shermans, you know, this, where it's just so entirely and completely for 5-year-olds and nothing more, that why? You know, like, why? It's so childish to the extent that everything this film puts glitter on turns to shit, which is ironic because one character farts glitter and another poops cupcakes. I'm gonna give this 22 out of 100. It doesn't really deserve even that high, but because, you know, I still love Anna Kendrick no matter what, I'll give it that high. I'm not even sure I would have enjoyed these at age 5, come to think of it. Anyway, so people liked it. I really couldn't believe it when I heard it was getting a sequel. Then I looked it up and saw that the Rotten Tomatoes score and the IMDb scores, these were not low, and it made a decent amount of money, and I wept long and hard. I rued the day. Didn't get much else done that day, no. So, they made another one. It's called Trolls World Tour. It came out recently, and if you felt like the Marvel films, you know, like Avengers Infinity War, was just a bit too grown up for you, you know, perfect. You found the film. You found it. It's this one. It's Trolls World Tour. It's the 3-year-old, not even 5-year-old. I wouldn't dare say 5-year-olds would enjoy this over Avengers Infinity War. Maybe 3-year-olds. It's the 3-year-old version of Avengers Infinity War, yeah. Because the Marvel films really need, you know, toned down for kids. So, instead of Bergens, the only threat is other trolls. Oh my god, the call's coming from inside the house? Anyway. So there's a group of rock trolls. Yeah, no, apparently we didn't get any of this backstory in the first film, but there's like 5 other tribes of trolls. So there's 6 total tribes. And each of them has a string. It's not a stone, it's a string. So, excuse me, not copying. Yeah, no, each of them has a string. They're all different colors, and if you combine them all, then you basically control the world. You definitely control, like, reality, mind, soul, Yeah. And, and that's... The rock trolls have one string, and then they go around and they start the film by getting a second. That's exactly what happened in Avengers Infinity War. And they just go around. That's what they're doing all film, collecting these, while the pop trolls are trying to find the rock queen so that they can make her stick again, you know, by doing this. It's Avengers Infinity War, but for kids. So yeah, these rock trolls, not the same as the rock trolls from Frozen. They're, yeah, no. It upsets me for a couple of reasons. Not only is this completely ripping off Avengers Infinity War to the degree that makes me want to vomit, but it's doing it with rock trolls trying to get everyone to love rock. They made rockers try to get everyone else to conform to their style of music? Oh! Oh! So are people trying to get everyone to hate rock music again because of the entirely opposite reason that they originally tried to get everyone to hate rock music? When rock music started coming around and kids started getting into it, the parents were all like, oh no, you must conform to our style of music, you're being too different. And now it makes me very upset. That makes me very upset. Yeah, and our heroes think that they can make peace with the rock trolls because they're so happy and nice and sweet, so everyone must love them. Proving once and for all that, you know, being too happy and nice and sweet only makes you gullible. Here's my moment of review for Trolls World Tour.
Look, I think I can see our house from up here.
Actually, it's better. Yeah, I hate to admit it because it's so blatantly ripping off a much better film. But it's better than the first Trolls, if only because you've got this, like, variety of musical styles, some of which they didn't, you know, destroy quite as badly as they've destroyed all pop music. It feels a tiny bit more self-aware, if only because every other kind of troll that they meet thinks that these guys are too sweet and happy all the time, you know. And it only upsets me that then at the end, them being that sweet and happy was what cured everyone somehow. It definitely very much annoys me that people seem to be trying to demonize rock music again. And also, it annoys me even more that that they've got these 6 tribes of trolls for the 6 types of music. The 6 types of music? What the fuck? Pop, funk, classical, techno, country, and hard rock. Where are the 80 other types of music? Some of those are so specific. And I'm going to give this 27 out of 100. But at that gradual rate of improvement, maybe I'll enjoy Trolls 6. I hate more than anything else that they find a way to make me dislike an Anna Kendrick movie. Nobody's ever done that before. Please subscribe. Bye!